So we start again.
Well, we thought it was going to be a close game, didn't we? They both started off quite slowly in the tournament, and now this game, they've certainly come alive. Building up as they go through the tournament, the big semi-final against England on Saturday for the winner.
And the Warrington public have really come out in force, a proper rugby league town that has respected just how important this game is, just how exciting and entertaining this game will be, and they have voted with their feet here this afternoon. Strong crowd.
Great rugby league area, isn't it? You know, you've got Widnes, Warrington, good supporters, both clubs.
You had to say that, didn't you? Couldn't you?
Yeah, it's true though.
He hunted down in the pubs.
Milford once again leading the line, and
yeah, he's played really well.
He's played excellent.
Luke onto Tokiaho, slamming in. Luke moves it on. Matangi again, he's like a tank, he just keeps coming.
The yardage that they make, it's just so, they churn up the yards. You know, maybe line speed's questionable, but...
So Lollahair with the kick, end over end into the corner. Possibly allowed it to bounce. Oh, he was dicing there.
It was, because there's a chase from the winger, wasn't there?
It could have bounced anywhere, John.
It could. And then all of a sudden it becomes 50-50, but fortunately for Suelahi.
I tell you, it's a good kick, because if he catches that right, if someone's up running, he's bowled into touch. So took the chance and it came off for him.
So Samoa will have to play out from their own end, and it's Junior Paulo. All square here. Place in the semi-finals up for grabs to take on England at the Emirates Stadium in London. Home ground of Arsenal Football Club. An elite stadium for an elite game.
Oh,
Samoa throwing the offloads here. 20 out for their own line.
He was very effective in the first half, but they weren't quite as risky as that.
For Peter Murdoch, Marcella hunting that time.
this is the best defensive set by either side so far, clearly. Just see a little bit of an arm wrestle, just going Tonga's way at the moment.
Luai, now the back to Milford. Oh, he's got a bit of speed about him.
Yeah, he wanted to hit the edges then, he won't get any yardage in the middle.
But what about the kick pressure here, because it's on the sideline?
Yeah.
Luai will come down on the 30. Opawate patched it.
And that's the reward, Matt, for that investment in energy defensively, and also Samoa having to kick from a sideline.
Now they'll try and open up the field, perhaps. Tupo.
Opawati's definitely looking, he's struggling. Yeah, he's going off now.
Luke into space, spins the pass for Kufusi, and he will judder his way forward. Well, what we play back for here? Obstruction call, is it?
Yeah. Around the back of the player, I believe. Now, does Samoa go for two, Jonathan, or do they put it in the corner after being under the cosh for so long?
He's in front of the play the ball when he was played, so it's a penalty that he can't play on. Let's just have a look. See where he is. Number 11 there. What?
I thought that was a bit harsh on reflection.
He didn't actually play the ball, did he? On that angle. That was an offload.
Yep.
Maybe it would have been the previous one. Must have been the previous play the ball. So that was definitely an offload.
Well, thankfully the players have just said, we'll get on with the game.
Respect the referee, good.
Kamatuilangi.
Never seen a referee change his mind yet. Except for the TMO.
Setting themselves a point here. Paolo Pabalihi. Oh, it's the ballast that is being unfurled here. Levi. Now Luai. Skillsters. Speedsters. Ball through for Milford. Well taken by Katoa. Sent behind his own dead ball line. It'll be a drop out. And Samoa really pushing the envelope here.
And that is, you know, they are building as a half-back pair. No, look at this. Good communication. Keeps the pressure on. Get the ball back.
Time for Tonga to sweat. Under their own posts. Drop out to come. Samoa squeezing. Levi takes the pass. Brian Toto will come in off this right side. And it's those legs that drive and backing in. He's got his side a penalty as well.
Got to take the 2 points.
The adventurer surely would say have a dig at the line. I think the game management says take the kick at the post.
The pragmatist.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you know, in any quarter-final, all the intention is to end the semi-final. If you win by 1 point out of 101, you're just in the semi-final. So no matter how you keep that scoreboard ticking over, keep it ticking over.
Christian Wolf barking into his little microphone there. Stephen Crichton, he's got the tee. I think he wants some refreshment first. Well, that kind of game.
It's interesting, both kickers who've taken penalties this half, Jonathan. They really are taking the full minute, aren't they? Just to get some oxygen back into the lungs.
It's an intense battle in the middle.
So Stephen Crichton, having taken a breather, will have a bang at goal from here. Taking his scrum cap off as well, as many kickers do. This just to edge. Toto Samoa back in front again. It's a pensive, anticipant crowd here at Warrington. Waiting for this one to go. Clock's back on. And Stephen Crichton edges Samoa back in front. It might well be a nip and tuck affair, this one.
It's going to be very tight.
But I believe, Jonathan, I mean, it's a great kick, isn't it? You know, under that pressure. But I certainly believe there's at least a try and 2 more to come, because there's bound to be some fatigue set in with the effort that both sides have put into this game.
A grudge match for the Pacific Islands. TONGA Samoa always brings with it ferocity and intensity, and we have not lacked for any. And it's just 2 points in it. Samoa off the kick-off. We're going to build from deep here. George Papali'i. What a talisman he is. Barrel-chested prop. Kama Tuilangi, who's also finds himself on the receiving end of a couple of razor-sharp shoulders. Suali'i. Oh, he ran at Sonny Luke, and he's away. Here comes Joseph Suali'i. Oh, he's taken down by Katoa, but he's given Samoa such a platform here.
Yeah, they've really picked Luke out, haven't they? And it worked out that time, but...
Last tackle. Milford sends up the kick. Crichton came to chase for it. It will fall to Brian Toho, and Brian Toho pops it down. A score perhaps for Samoa, and it's confirmed by Ashley Klein. Well, the kick was missed. Brian Toho had the easiest of finishes, and Samoa stretch out their lead.
Well, Suali'i just runs like a back row forward. He pops up all the time, you know, takes it first man. What a run this is. There he is again. You picked him out. Luke runs over the top of him. Again, he just goes. Just such a powerful runner. Keeps on going, keeps on going. They haven't got time to get back.
But this next play, it's almost in slow motion,
It does,
Jonathan, isn't it? You know, the bog's over the top. It looks, well, we've solved that.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't.
Well, the 2 blockers went to look after the guy who's catching the ball. Unfortunately, Tupu wasn't in a position to catch. Just watch. They're not sure. They don't communicate. Tupu doesn't come for it. The blockers stay there. The ball bounces, and then Toho's through, you know. Big couple of minutes for Samoa.
Very much so. And this kick, this is absolutely vital. Takes it out to 8 points, 2 scores. Really will put pressure on the Tongan team for the last quarter of the game.
Yeah, cometh the hour, cometh the man, Brian Toto. And a kick from Stephen Crichton to open up a 2-score lead here. And the Samoa players just waiting. The Warrington public have been treated to glorious rugby league here so far. Crichton, composing himself, drills it through. Emphatic kick. 8 points the lead. Samoa really putting their hand up in this quarter-final.
Well, there he is. They both block. Tupus doesn't get under it. Poor communication for me. Ball just rolls along to an easy try for Togo. And now the next score is very, very important. Even this early in the game.
Well, Tonga have called for the cavalry. Adding for Noah Blake back on. Lolahair goes long with the kick. Togo will field it. Paolo will come off the back fence. Oh, it was bulldozing stuff.
Well, for me, Matt, it's Samoa's to lose now.
Yeah,
it really is.
Well, they got the A-team on now, haven't they? You know, they got the feet there. Tomalolo's on together. Two of their big ball carriers. But Samoa really got their tails up now.
Yeah, Royce Hunt stretching every sinew to look to blast his way through. Danny Levi picks off the back of that.
Great set again. Great set here.
Big momentum here from Samoa. Papali'i. Oh, was he clobbered high by Kafusi? Yes, he was. So, penalty goes Samoa's way. 8 points the ball game. Kyle Amor, what have we spotted?
Yeah, look, Matt, Jiffy's mentioned there about Tonga bringing the A game back out, but what about Samoa as well? They've just reintroduced Royce Hunt as well, alongside Papali'i, who's just won that penalty, and added into that Junior Paulo, who's terrific in his first stint. 30 metres played, 110 metres with the ball. Those three back on the field. Expect this to be a strong finish from Samoa.
Kyle Amor down. That pitch side, we'll hear from him throughout. So it's a tap from Crichton.
Big set for Tonga, this.
Yep. Under real duress now as Jaden Sewer. They are so close to stretching out here. Royce Hunt.
Oh.
He has brought the noise off the bench here. Having started the game, he's back on. Sualihi. Oh, they're in. Oh, maybe. What a shot that was. Back to zero.
Yeah, back to zero.
Luai. Has he seen the cocked arm of Ashley Klein? Here comes Paulo.
I thought it was a great selection, wasn't it, from the Samoan coach, Parish? You know, to put, what's his name, him on first, you know, the one you just...
Royce Hunt, yeah.
Yes. Come on first, he said, you know, he deserved, or he's lost.
Oh, Nana, yes.
They've lost it there.
Watch. It's definitely going off here. Kafusi and Sewer. Well, it's this is a test match. This is a rivalry. This is what it means.
But it's the last thing Samoa just need this to continue set for set. It's Tonga that need the inspiration, whether it's from a dust-up or whatever. It's them that need the inspiration.
So Royce Hunt has been brilliant, hasn't he? And then coming off the bench, Papali'i has been good with the offloads as well, running at tired defenders. Good selection.
Shoulders rattling in. Crichton, you can always hear the thud of bone on bone and muscle on muscle. Set restart. As Moses Suli coming out of backfield here.
Still plenty of time though. Still plenty of time for Tonga.
Adding for Noah Blake. Pounding away on this Samoa line that time. 8 points in it. Habili. Kaloa Matangi. Making those runs, making incisions. Lolahair to Tamalolo. Captain's knock here, maybe. What a carry that is. That's what you need.
That is a captain's knock, that.
Right into the teeth. Habili onto Fotoaika. Now they're in their range. Centre field. Lolahair. Away he He goes, kick into the in goal. It will be taken behind the line. Samoa, safety first there from Tyler May.
And the correct decision, but what a set that was, and it was all on the back of Jason Tamalolo, wasn't it? What a carry that was. And it's allowed Lola here on the last play just to dab it into the in goal and get a repeat set to build some pressure.
Rain hammering down here at the Halliwell Jones. Won't dampen Samoa's optimism. And it certainly won't dampen those Tonga fans' optimism. I think it could be 100-0 and they'd still be cheering. He's not though. Chuaika.
Well, there was a gasp from the crowd there, wasn't there?
Thunderous. And in for Noah Blake. Oh, he just bumped his man, Jaden Sewer, that time. Stampede here from those in red. It looks a little bit aimless there, though. They seem to lose a bit of shape. But they are in position. For Chuaika that time. Tamalolo winding up for something here. Short ball to Fanua Blake. So close. Samoa on red alert here. Havili, Tamalolo.
Great tackle.
Just said, I'm a roadblock here, you're not coming past. Now Lollahea. Oh, it's been charged down.
Chance.
Oh, the Milf is away. Anthony Milford sprinting clear. Couldn't get the pass out, but he's taken the tackle.
Yeah, that last play from Lola here, if he played it in, came up trumps in Milford.
No full back at home here.
Tim Lapai. Samoa saunter forward, but
He does really well there, Milford, doesn't he? He tries to dab it through, he plays it his left foot, regathers. You can see the belief coursing through this Samoan team's veins now. They really fancy this.
Yeah. Danny Levi playing off the back of mistress carries, quick rooks. Papali'i that time. Into Levi, to Paolo. Luai, oh, what a line! Oh, back against the grain, Lingisau, but he was melted.
Yeah, have that.
Back to Luai. Sends up the kick, trying to make this a contest. Patted down Crichton, pass out to Tall. Oh, so it's the goalkeeper's block there, down in the corner by Daniel Tupou.
It's a great battle, those two.
It's a fantastic game, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant game.
And again, Toho there. I think he thought all his Christmases had come at once then, but
Milford's hurt there.
He's limping. Put it out in Fanua Blake. Twisting his way through the tackles. Hooked in the legs. By Paulo as he gets to his feet gingerly. Tamalolo. Wrecking ball stuff from him. Samoa coping with it well. Last tackle really limited the yardage here. Havili with the kick. Has he overcooked that one? No, what a bounce. What a bounce he got in the head to Ali. He was like, please go over the dead ball line.
what a carry that is as well.
I did say he's got kick return meters for fun. And that's why.
That's all Samoa got to do now, is just get the ball and get it out and finish a set, get a good kick on. They don't need to do anything stupid or anything loose, no offloads. Force Tonga to come and do the offloads.
Jason, let go! So Luai, Crichton should I say in that one. Luai lurking out the back, but Oregon Kafusi scracked as he was almost away last tackle. Now Milford, he's going to run it here. Anthony Milford, now he puts the kick in. But it's making Tonga play out for their own end, and the kick chase is just as good.
Just what they have to do.
Yeah, we're seeing the value of having proper generals, aren't you, in terms of your halfbacks?
Oh, Milford and Luai today have been very, very good.
Both sides have the pack, but it's about the brains, trust behind it. And at the moment, the Samoans are winning that battle.
Yeah, both packs have done exceptionally well against each other. But it's just at the moment, Samoan halfbacks have just made the difference for me.
Follow that time with a rattler. Fotuaika. Just straight up the guts of this Samoa defence that time. There's that Matangi with a kick.
And that's the difference for me. That's the difference for me.
And May and Sueli almost got in a pickle there. And Taylor May has just about kept himself in the field of play.
That was important. That was really important. Because as Jonathan said, all Samoa need to do is keep carting it forward, complete the set, end well, and then front up in D, and the game's theirs.
I think early in the tackle count, Lola Haya is standing so shallow. You know, there's so much space behind now for a little kick through for Samoa.
Here we go, 20 metres away. Samoa have a couple of tackles left in the bank here. Luai, turn back on the inside for Kafusi.
He's been good as well.
Motoring. Samoa wanting to put this game a little further away. Levi, lovely late offload there.
Testing those middle players again.
Last tackle here for Samoa. Milford, Luai. Oh, the crubber kick was posted through. Oh, the foot race is on here. And Matangi just didn't have the gas, but right place, right time for Tonga.
Six again.
Set restart, picking up the back of that. Moses Suli has got the gas. What a punch! Katoa! Sione Katoa! They could strike from anywhere, and they just have. Tonga back in the game. Sione Katoa, but what a break that was, Moses Suli.
What a difference. You know, one poor kick into the legs on a switch from defence into attack. What a brilliant, brilliant counter-attack try that is.
Well, the transition, Jonathan, is tremendous, isn't it? There we've got Phil in the kick, and Kolomatanga knew he hadn't got the legs, but just look at them then. Pour forward. They've got Samoa on the back foot, they're just pouring forward with support. And there he is, on the shoulder. And there's the post, and it's straight underneath them.
That's a brilliant, brilliant try. Absolutely brilliant try. Good support play as well. Sione Katoa, great support play. Came off his wing, saw the opportunity. Two great forward bursts. There is now a game on.
Precious, precious score for this Tonga team who just felt the game was creeping away from them. So 8 and a bit minutes to go. Katoa's good with the kick. 2-point ball game. What a climax we're going to have to this quarter-final.
What a game. What a game we've had. It's had absolutely everything.
What a game. What a run.
You know, there's been some great skill, there's been some great toughness up front, and there's been from both sides, Jonathan, just a sheer desire to win. And it's just great to see such competition.
This is it. Samoa still 2 points in front. And there are 8 minutes to go.
Yeah. Well,
it's anyone's game, but you'd rather be 2 points up.
Well, one team's going over the Emirates for next week, one team's going home. Who's got the will?
Yeah. There's no time for second chances. 7.5 to go. Rain teaming down here, but it will not dampen the spirits. It will not quell this remarkable quarter-final here. The Emirates lies in wait. Fafita that time. Crunching forward. Havili waits it out in half. Will Tonga get the momentum in this game? Will it take them close?
Hey, Tonga did it against Papua New Guinea, didn't they?
They did.
Oh!
Samoa never been to a World Cup semi-final.
I'll tell you, it's been tremendous, hasn't it?
Yeah, there are a few players on both sides that don't deserve to be a loser. One side will have to be. I'll have to get your thoughts on your player of the match very shortly for both of you. Combined decision. Good luck.
I know.
Especially with the game in the balance as it is. 2 points in it. Place in the semi-finals up for grabs here.
Perhaps the man of the match is still to be revealed.
One piece of magic. Oh.
Yeah, there's a game breaker lying in wait, I'm sure. 6.5 to go. Milford to May. This time, Lafai takes the tackle. Tonga have found extra spirit, haven't they, in this? Buoyed by that score. And the ebb and flow of this wonderful game. Of brawn and beauty.
Yeah, over the sideline, I think, yeah.
Milford will send the kick downfield. For airtime underneath it, Tupou.
That's a good chase, that, from Samoa.
Yeah, look at the Tongan forwards walking back now. Fatigue is setting in.
Katoa, should I say lower here onto Katoa. He's certainly got plenty of energy left. Lola here.
Great support.
Lola here drops it off. Fafita. Still got tackles left in the back here, haven't they?
No, yeah. Marching up the field.
Oh, Lola here spilled it.
Took his eyes off the ball and he saw the man, Crichton, who's coming in again. Great spot by Crichton.
He's had a strong game, hasn't he?
He has. But what a spot that is. Realise who the ball player was. Oh.
So just under 5 to play. Watch that Tonga's chance. They're up and at them again here. Chanel Harris, Tavita's had to be patient. He's on now for Samoa.
Oh!
So they came, Kolomatangi came under for Sal. He's still going here,
Came off
Milford.
second best there, he did. Absolutely came off second best.
Papali'i will play it. Harris Tavita skips one way, swings back the other, and here comes Junior Paolo. Samoa have the lead by just 2 points. Chanel Harris Tavita. Now Milford. One try would kill this off. Sualihi with the hands. Great scramble from Tonga.
Still going.
He takes some putting down, this mate.
Big last play, this one.
Luai. Oh, he'll throw back to the short side. Luai with the feet. Might just take it by the scruff of the neck. Kick it to the in goal. Taken behind Motuaika.
Great kick.
Great play from Luai, wasn't it?
Brilliant play, that's it. Broken field, right? He is just fantastic, isn't he?
Well, he spotted the short side. They just switched off, hadn't they?
Yeah.
So he went back at them. And there's a manufactured kick for the last play that Fafita had to put over
Look
there.
at that. He came off second best there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Kolomatangi, and he was injured for a bit. I thought Luai was going towards him.
Chanel Harris Tavita. And Samoa looking to apply the final blow, perhaps here.
And again, police! Move it! Wait here.
They are in range again. Sualihi tried to take it upon himself to guide Samoa to those semi-finals.
I'll penalise you, Joseph, next time.
Wants it to play it again. Harris Tavita, back Papali'i. Milford ran himself down a cul-de-sac. It's almost a surrender tackle.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go. He could get pulled for obstruction. So he just offloaded. Probably he went down.
Milford back to Paulo.
Oh.
Paulo pumps one up. Paulo driving for the line.
It's not very often you see that. Tumalolo put on his backside.
Clock's been stopped. Right, well, we've got a break in play. Perfect time to get your player of the match, gentlemen.
Well, it's just been brilliant, you know. Ian Sualihi's been fantastic. Luai's been fantastic. But the guy for me who's pulled all the strings, and John, is Anthony Milford. I think he's been brilliant. You know, his yardage is ridiculous. He's got 116. He's got 26 tackles, 19 carries.
And organised the team.
Organised the team, and
defensively has been superb as well.
And that's why Luai's, you know, been able to play well as well, because he is organised, got the kicking game in. But it could have been anyone from those three, to be honest.
So Anthony Milford gets the Kazoo Player of the Match award. And so a penalty that Ashley Klein's calling for here for Tonga.
Well, the carry there.
So Anthony Milford, there he is, Kazoo Player of the Match.
I tell you what, this is not finished yet. This is not finished yet.
2 point in it. Tonga go for touch off the penalty. Composure needed. Big finish needed. Samoa have a foot in the semi-finals at the Emirates. But Tonga want to snatch it away from them late on here. They were denied in Auckland in 2017. In the very last minute.
Here they go.
Can't be a second time unlucky again for them. Kafusi. It's all a bit lateral that time. But they will come again here. Havili. Adding for Noah Blake. Slugging it out. On this Samoa defensive line. Plenty of shape on that right-hand side. Tomalolo. Lolahea. Squeeze the pass out. They're away down that short side. Tonga. Defied by Samoa again.
Well, the semi-finals on this. There's one play, the semi-finals on this.
Peeled off the turf. Christian Wolf can scarcely
Six again. No, what a call that is.
restart here. Penasini hits the deck.
Huge call.
He'll play it inside the 10. Just over a minute to go. Tonga can't panic, but they also can't mess about here.
No, that's a huge call that is.
Samalolo. Oh, it's just like Auckland 2017. Short ball for Futuaika. Samoa squeezing every last drop of energy out. Tonga likewise here.
Chance on.
Away to that short side column of Tangi. Folded up that time. Lolahea rolls the kick. Bounces back to Lolahea. Julian Paulo's come over the ball.
And that's it.
That is it. Up your jumper.
Christian Wolf side.
Yeah.
We're going to miss out here.
Slow play the ball. Just make sure you don't get the ball stolen. That's all.
That's it. Yeah, one-on-one you can steal. Get up.
Chanel Harris DeVita plays it. It's going to be one out. Slow as you like, carries from Samoa. Inside the final 10 seconds then. Never been to a World Cup final before, semi-final before. Samoa are there in 2022, the 2021 Rugby League World Cup. They have upset the form book. Tonga are out. Samoa march on. Matt Parrish's side will play England at the Emirates next Saturday.
And they will be a different proposition, won't they? From the first game they have built on through the tournament, and I think they thoroughly deserved it. So the combination half-back was a difference. They controlled the game. What a brutal encounter. But I just felt Samoa deserved it. Absolutely fantastic game of rugby league.
Well, if it was a painting on a canvas, you've seen the brutality, but you've also seen the finesse. It's been an absolutely sensational game. Two teams totally committed, and at the end they're both out on the feet, but Samoa just had enough. What a great game of rugby league.
Every sinew, every lungful of oxygen, every kilojoule of energy has been burned by these two teams, and it's Samoa who just came out on top by 2 points here. Samoa heading for the semi-finals for the first time in their history. Tonga 18, Samoa 20. So the players, the likes of Josh Papali'i, have been so key, so talismanic with his team. Matt Parrish can afford a smile. This tournament opened up in the worst possible fashion with a thumping by England. But this is Tonga, who have been beaten. Samoa into the semi-finals. Let's join our player of the match, Anthony Milford and Damien Johnson.
Congratulations, Anthony. You're the Kazoo player of the match. You've served up a real treat. That had to be the match of the tournament so far, didn't it?
Yeah, it was. Firstly, just want to thank everyone, all of our supporters, and especially all the Samoans around the world representing us. So thank you very much, and that performance was for you.
What was it that got you over the line in the end, do you think?
I think we spoke about it all week, is just working hard for each other, and there's a lot of people that's supporting us and praying for us. So, yeah, we just didn't want to let anyone down, and most of all, our team.
It was every bit as physical as we expected. What was it like to be in the thick of that?
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Legs were gone about 20 into that last period of the game. So, but pretty glad we stuck together and we fought really hard as brothers.
Latoa goes over for the try. Tonga have that late pressure. What are you thinking?
Yeah, just complete our sets, go back to being simple, and then just defend hard as hard as we can. So I'm really stoked with the boys, and on to next week now.
You're clearly battered and bruised by the experience. Have you got enough left in the tank for the semis and perhaps the final?
Yeah, definitely. You know, without the brothers there helping me along my side, Critter and Jaden Saw, so yeah, makes my job a lot easier.
Congratulations, Anthony, player of the game.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
What a joy that was. What a privilege to actually witness that in the flesh as well, Robbie.
Yeah, it was. Incredible performance by both teams. Look, they ran their absolute blood to water. Everything that we talked about pre-game, about the passion and the fire, we saw it not just for the first half, but we saw it for the full 80 minutes, and what a treat that was.
And for people at home who can't quite appreciate it, it's hard to get this through your TV sets. We're just 10 metres away, aren't we? We're so close to the action. The size, the power, the physicality of that game, and then the finesse and the execution. That's the best game in the World Cup we've seen.
Absolutely, and done rugby league for a long time, Sam. You're involved in the thick of it. You're playing it week in, week out. But I can't remember being at a game where I have heard the crowd ooh and ah and wince as much as they did. And again, we reiterate, there was more to it than bish and bash here. But I can't remember the crowd reacting to big hits the way this crowd at Warrington have done in any of my 10 years of doing this.
Yeah, it was brutal. That's one of the best points of rugby league. It's the brutality, and that's what we saw today. And we saw it right through from minute 1 to minute 80. Two teams went 110%, and that's what we want, and that's why we saw such a great game.
Is it, as England captain, is it different for you watching it than playing it? Do you sometimes see? I mean, it's less painful sitting up here, I would hope. But is it?
Not sure.
Maybe
We're
not.
not sure.
Do you sort of get more sense of the physicality when you're watching from a distance than when you're in the thick of it?
Yeah, when you're watching it, it seems a lot worse. When you're playing it, it doesn't seem that bad. You feel like you're just getting through it. But then, when you watch from the sidelines and you go, oh yeah, it's pretty daft what we're doing.
As England captain, Sam was saying, I hope this goes into overtime.
I wanted them playing for about 3 hours. That was my ideal.
They both had to be so resilient in that second half, didn't they? Both sides.
Yeah, and I think one thing that what I'd really call for is both Samoa and Tonga to show that resilience in the steel and all that quality, what we talked about pre-tournament. And I think they both showed it in patches. Tonga had to defend incredibly well, but let's not forget that finish where Samoa really just defended their way into the semi-finals with what was a fantastic effort. They conceded a 6 again, and in the closing moments of the game, you just felt like this was Tonga's opportunity. And big moments in games, really matter. And I think for Samoa, what they can take away from the game is just an incredible effort to defend their line. And conceding a 6 again, Sam, we were worried this was going to be curtains for Samoa.
Yeah, it was really dumb play from Samoa. They were on the 4th or 5th tackle to give Tonga another crack at it. Tonga had nothing. Their energy was completely gone. They come up with a kick play that came to nothing. But at this stage, we could see they were looking around at each other. At this point, they needed Tuilola here to get hold of the team and go, this is how we're going to get over the line, and he didn't do it today.
Yeah, and Samoa were just defending on hustling. They were just, let's just get numbers in the frame. Let's just move and move and move and hope everything works out. And they did. That was great to see that from Samoa as well.
Yeah, and I think the reason Tonga are going out is because when it mattered, they couldn't get organised. When this game needed it, they couldn't get organised. Tuilola here trying to kick on 4th play. For me, it was the wrong play. They needed to invest way more time in communicating, getting organised, and actually challenging Samoa to make some big decisions. This full set really didn't do any of that for me. And in the crucial part of the game, the most telling part of the game, the big difference between the two teams was, for me, communication and organisation. That's where Tonga let themselves down.
Yeah, and I'll just say that on that kick from Tuilola here that we see in a couple of tackles time, he's one of the best kickers of the grubber kick. But one thing that he does in this kick, he kicks it way too far off the line. He's not engaged with any players. There's not really the space. Look how far off the line he's kicked. It's just too easy to defend against
He had
that.
a couple like that, didn't he?
Yeah, he created some huge pressure at the other end of the field doing the same thing. I've played with Tui, I've played against him, and his short kicking game is one of the very, very best. It just happened that last kick of the game didn't get where he wanted it to be.
I think that was just pure fatigue. I mean, Samoa had just run, they had just run Tonga ragged. And I just think they were looking for their big game players right at that last moment. Tomalolo had a dig, Fafita had a dig. They just couldn't break their Samoan defence.
This genuinely, this gives me absolute goosebumps. Yeah, does this? They have spent 80 minutes beating the living daylights out of each other. There've been a few scuffles. There's been the odd punch up, headbutt, whatever. And at the end of it, they are arm in arm with each other, offering their prayers, offering their thoughts, whatever it means to them. But they are together as a group of 30, 40 men.
Well, it elevates everything above sport, that, doesn't it? It's about human relationships, is that you can go toe-to-toe with somebody, an adversary, and respect them enough to stand next to them, shake their hand, and actually all share a moment at the end of the game. It's a special thing about rugby league. We forget it all the time, that you can be as aggressive and as brutal to somebody that you play against, and you can walk off the field, shake their hand, go for a pint with them, and that's why anybody starts playing the game of rugby league.
And the other thing that I would point out, and you might be able to see it behind us on the wider shot, we might have a camera on it as well, but the Tonga fans who have been down there have stayed the whole time, and this is their side who have gone out of the quarterfinals, by the way, so they haven't gone as far as they went in the last World Cup in 2017, and their fans have stayed, and there's no recriminations, there's no, they haven't walked off in a huff. They are all there, and there will be friends and family actually in that crowd as well, Sam.
And they were just like this before the game. Driving into the stadium, I couldn't get my car on the car park because they had a Tongan Father Christmas and a Tongan Minnie Mouse in the middle of the road banging a drum.
Things you're not expecting to hear in Warrington.
and he wasn't there going to beat them out of the way either.
No. I just watched. I was just
20
watching
Tongans lifting his car in the air. And
that is amazing, because they will be heartbroken, Robbie, because they will have expected a semi-final of the Tongans.
100%. Look, if they come over here with aspirations as large as taking that trophy home,
to go under the post.
Tongan Rugby League has grown so much in the past 7 years that it's unparamount. It's unprecedented how much it's growing. This was an opportunity for them to really come over and take that legacy to another level. They're building upon it. They'll be completely devastated that the performance didn't go the way that they wanted it to do. But you look, all credit to Samoa. They come out ready with a game plan. They stuck to it, and they absolutely give it to them.
And we spoke about big moments in the game. Well, it was Samoa who got the best of that, and in that second half, came up with, I think, two fantastic bits of play that resulted in the Toto try. And that was maybe the difference, just a little bit of quality. And it was Sualihi's carry that led into it, and I've been so impressed with him. I criticised him. I think he's naive for a fullback, but we'll see in this footage here what he really brings to the team.
I've criticised him, but I've praised him.
Yeah, no, but look, he's an incredible athlete, and he's learning his position. He spots a defender just off the end of the line who's a bit sat back and creates a pocket. But you were impressed how many players he beat here, Sam.
I watched this try back a few times and realised there was 7 out of the 13 players in red jumpers got a hand on him. Before he got tackled, 7, over half the team had to put a hand on him to get him down, and that's what he does. He's a runner. He's been a winger all year. He got winger of the year in the NRL. He's playing at fullback. He's just an athlete.
You saw that in real life in the first test. He cut through the... That was coming straight at you.
He ran through about 6 of our players. I was hoping someone could get him, but what it does, it sets up opportunities for other people. In the first half, a dummy run created a try. In the second half, he makes an amazing break, which then ends up on another small.
It's a smart kick, right? Because it's in a position where the defender's out to roll onto it, and that leaves Toto in an acre of space. And look, that's one of the easiest finishes he'll have. But that was built off a Sualihi carry that is genuinely world class. And that's a world-class athlete, and he's getting going, and England need to be worried, because in the semi-final he'll bring it running.
Sorry, I'm now looking at Junior Paulo has gone to the Samoan fans behind us to applaud them, but the Tongan fans have stayed to applaud him as well as he comes round. The atmosphere is very special here, and a lot of the Warrington fans, a lot of the English fans who are here at Warrington have stayed to applaud both sets of teams as they go on a lap of honour as well. And let's get the thoughts of the Samoan head coach now. Matt Parrish is with Damien.
Matt, many congratulations. You've served up a titanic battle. What was the difference in the end?
Oh, there wasn't much between either team, was there? Just tenacious defence in the end, wasn't it? The one at Tonga certainly threw plenty at us, but you know, there wasn't nothing between either team. But
yeah. What did you say to the players at half-time?
Did they have the chance to make some history? First time ever they can make a semi-final. But I didn't have to say much. They know what to do.
It was such a bruising encounter, but I guess the halfbacks playing behind that pack were the difference.
Well, I thought our two halves were sensational, but you know, I've got to give a big rap to Joey, our fullback at 19 years of age, to play like that, mate. You said talk about a bruising encounter. He had some incredible runs, as did you know Brian To'o. But like it was a sensational game.
Milford could have got player of the match, but any number of players, you mentioned the fullback, could have got it.
Yeah, definitely. I thought we had a couple of good performances, but you know, Tony's been really good for us. He was really good for us even when we got beaten against England, and I thought against France he was terrific. And you know, he's a massive asset to our team. You know, he's vice captain for a reason, and he's got a lot of leadership, but he's a great little player.
What are your thoughts now about another meeting with England in the semis down in London?
I haven't thought about it yet. We're going to enjoy this, and then we'll worry about it tomorrow.
Fantastic occasion this, with the Samoa fans, the Tonga fans, and noise in a traditional rugby league town.
Oh, look, I think the support that this game generated around the world just only supports what a great tournament the World Cup is. You know, to have you know, these two, the support around it, you know, Tonga, Samoa, Australia, New Zealand, and here in England is unbelievable.
You've made history reaching the semi-finals. Can you go a step further?
Well, I hope so.
Well done today. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Not sure I'd want to play poker against Matt Parrish. He doesn't give a lot away, does he?
No, he's going to be happy at some stage. I think if they get to the final and win it, he's going to crack a smile. He had a lot to smile about today. I think the only real challenge for Samoa was when Katoa got over for his try, and that was a breakaway effort. I thought Samoa defended valiantly, but when Katoa went over for that try, we were all thinking, well, Mystic Meg over here said this game's on, didn't I, Mark? Which you were very critical about. Look, it's Jerome Luai who came up with the kick. Look, I highlighted him here because I think these are really important efforts. Look, it's a poor kick, and Kolomatangai gets it up. But Matt Parrish will be absolutely delighted with the effort from Luai to get back and make that tackle. Scrambling efforts like that are what really made England stand out for me in this tournament. And then at that point, look, Suli's running at tired defenders, Katoa in support, and it's all over from that point. And that was a breakaway try. Samoa looked really strong other than maybe in these moments.
Tonga looked gone before that. It took to that 71st minute for a try against the run of play for anything to come up. They got a little bit of energy off the back of this. It wasn't quite enough in the end, but this inspired the group, and we all thought this could be it. This is Tonga's chance.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? One thing that always gives me a giggle is when Kolomatangai did, the ball fell at his feet and he realised he had to go 80 metres to save this for the team. He didn't after 20.
He realised he couldn't go 80 metres. That's what you see. It's not the I might have to, Robbie. He went, I know I can go 80 metres. It was a really valiant effort from Tonga. I thought a really great performance from them, fantastic from them. But Samoa rightly through into the semi-finals. Great performance.
It'd be interesting to hear the thoughts from their camp now, and we can do that. Head coach Christian Wolf once again with Damien.
Christian, commiserations. You came up just short. What was the difference between the two sides ultimately?
Oh, look, I thought they were a little bit better than us. I thought they beat us to the punch early, and probably they defended a little bit better and had a little bit better ball control when they played their footy. And we were a little bit all over the place there at the end. We had a couple of injuries, and that happens. But at the end of the day, we had a chance to win it, and we just couldn't quite make that happen, and it's a bit disappointing.
You got the late try, the breakaway, and then you had some pressure on the line, a repeat set. What are you thinking as coach at that point?
I thought we had enough opportunity at the back end to win the game, and it's a good little learn there for us. You don't kick the ball away when you got tackles still up your sleeve, and we took away any opportunity we had to win it by doing that. And that's something we'll learn from, but we haven't quite had our starts right all tournament. We didn't quite get our start right tonight, and that's something that we've got to learn going forward.
Just a word about these Tongan supporters. They've come from across the world, some from Wales. They supported you to the end. Terrific atmosphere today.
Yeah, they're outstanding. They've shown their support for us so many times, and the way they support and the passion and the energy that they bring, it's outstanding to be a part of. And unfortunately, we couldn't get the job done for them today. But I think everyone can see there was no lack of effort there. But we just need to be a little bit better if we're going to win these sorts of games.
You made a terrific contribution to the tournament. Well done, but commiserations.
No worries, thank you.
And those Tongan fans are still there, so it might take you a while to get your car out, Sam, if the Tongan Father Christmas and Minnie Mouse are still in that end. Does that feel like Tonga's World Cup in a nutshell at times, in that just when you thought they were going to get going, they didn't?
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking back. I don't think many of their players are going to sleep well tonight. They know that they had some opportunities, and it's quite interesting that we've picked up on their early in the game. They were beaten to the punch because I think they really were. Samoa, there was a period of about 25 minutes in that first half where Samoa were just able to draw too much energy out of them, and come the back into that second half when they needed that juice, they didn't have it.
Yeah, and you need to get connected. And I said you need to communicate, you need to get organised. And in those crucial moments, with a set of 6 at that stage in a game against the tiring Samoan defence, you'd back your spine to come up with a good Sam.
Yeah, the spine needed energy. With 5 minutes to go, me and Robbie were looking. The entire pack for the Tongan team were walking. They were 2 points behind in a quarter-final of a World Cup. They were walking with 5 minutes to go. That's because they do so much work in the middle. What the job of the spine then is to do is to spark them up, give them something. You're at this end of the field. If you could pause time and say, lads, we've got one set to get through to a semi-final, everyone would have energy. But it's about that spine getting that out of the middle, and they didn't today.
And you'd come up with something, wouldn't you? That's the point. I just think that set at the end, credit Samoa, great defence, fantastic. They got their defence organised and they scrambled incredibly well. But for Tonga, just come up with something that really challenges Samoa, and they didn't. And the early kick for me, it was a sign that they couldn't break them down.
Well, I think a key player that they missed out on was Will Hopewadi going off. We were talking about what his experience would mean to the squad come these crucial minutes, and it's those older heads, those more experienced players that get you through those moments.
Let's just confirm the semi-final lineup for you. Next weekend, both of these games, of course, on the BBC. Australia, New Zealand from Ellen Road. Friday night will be on air on BBC Two from 7, and then England against Samoa from the Emirates. Saturday afternoon, 1:45 on BBC One. You're going to have a whole week of questions now about what the difference will be in Samoa next weekend to the opening weekend.
Yeah, we won't be looking back at that first week. We played a Samoa side that played really poorly. They had some injuries. Since then, they've improved massively. So, the week leading into that first game, all we got told was how good Samoa were, and we concentrated on ourselves. This week, we'll get told that, they're going to have revenge, there's a massive gap, we're now favourites. Well, we'll not listen to that either. We're going to focus on ourselves. And the luxury going into it was Tonga and Samoa both posed very similar threats. So, again, we knew what our game plan was going to be next week before this game kicked off.
Is it easy to cut out the noise in a home World Cup?
Yeah. No, it's not really. I wish it was, because it's around us, and as it should be. We're the England team playing on English soil. We've got a great chance to do something special. So there should be lots of noise, and we embrace it. But inside our bubble, when we get back into camp in the morning, we'll understand that it's about us and what we do on the field, and we'll block everything out.
We were desperately looking for a junior polo high tackle, weren't we, towards the end? See whether
Sam's called it. He said it's a weak ban. He said it's a weak ban. I don't know if he's biased.
Leading with the elbow.
What semi-finals we've got? Just unbelievable. I cannot wait to watch England play some more in that semi.
I know. John, thank you. Robbie, thank you. Thank you very much. Good luck next Saturday. We're all behind you. They are the semi-final lineups then. Australia against New Zealand, England against Samoa, after Samoa beat Tonga here this afternoon. What a joy and what a privilege to be here. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week.